Communication is one of the most powerful tools in relationships, but it can also be one of the most misunderstood. Many of us think that getting what we want or being heard requires control. But the truth is, conscious communication isn't about persuasion. It's about clarity, integrity, and respect for yourself and for the other person. So today we're talking about how to speak your truth without manipulating, so love stays conscious and free. So let's look at understanding what control versus communication is. So control looks like guilt tripping, shaming, passive aggressiveness, withholding affection, and threatening withdrawal. Communication looks more like expressing feelings clearly, owning your needs, listening actively, and holding boundaries without attack. Control seeks an outcome where communication seeks connection and clarity. So, how can you own your feelings but not blame? So instead of saying, "You never listen to me," try, "I feel unheard when I'm interrupted." Notice the difference? The first sentence blames and triggers defensiveness. So the second expresses your truth without demanding change. Speaking from ownership of your experience is the first step in realizing control. The next thing is clarify your intentions. Before speaking, ask, "What do I want from this conversation?" Do you want them to understand, to share responsibility, or to make you feel validated? When your intention is connected, not control, your words land differently. Use I statements, not you statements. So I statements are powerful because they express your truth, avoid attacking, and they keep the listener from becoming defensive. So instead of "You make me angry when you're late," say, "I feel frustrated when plans change unexpectedly." This communicates clearly without manipulation. And pause before reacting. So unconscious control often comes from reactive speech. So when it's triggered, or when you're triggered, pause, take a break, take a breath. Ask yourself, am I asking for understanding or trying to make them do what I want? Pausing allows conscious choice instead of reactive pressure. So set boundaries without punishment. Boundaries are necessary, but they become controlling when they threaten or punish. So unconsciously, you may say, "If you don't respect me, I'll leave." But being conscious, you're saying, "I need space right now because I feel disrespected. I'll return when I'm ready to speak calmly." Boundaries communicate needs clearly without coercion. The next thing is listen fully without planning your response. Manipulation often comes from thinking ahead. How do I get them to see it my way? Conscious communication is about presence and not persuasion. So listen, validate what's real for them, then respond from truth. Connection grows where control fades. So you also need to accept the outcome and don't demand it. Once you speak your truth, the only thing you can control is your voice. You cannot control how they receive it, how they react, or what they choose. Accepting the outcome is freedom. Manipulation is trying to manufacture it. So, what conscious communication is not, it's not avoiding conflict or softening endlessly to please or ignoring your needs. It's not passive aggression disguised as honesty. It is honest, direct, compassionate, and respectful. So, speaking your truth is powerful, but only when it's free from control. When you communicate consciously, love deepens, boundaries are honored, respect is mutual, and you reclaim your sovereignty. Conscious communication is freedom from or for both people, really. So, if this resonated, I want you to comment down below, which step do you struggle with most in your relationships? And if you're ready to speak your truth with clarity and integrity, subscribe to the channel. Don't miss the next video because this channel is about conscious love, not manipulation. And I will see you guys in the next video.